Hey, how's everybody doing? Today is June 8th. This is going to be day 5 and 6 feedback videos. Sorry I didn't post one over the weekend. I was doing some planning and other things, family related stuff, of course, over the weekend. So just wanted to give you guys a little bit of feedback. Been grading and putting some things in today. Really reading and looking over what you guys completed for me for the Supreme Court cases. I was looking at all the ones that Plessy versus Ferguson, as well as catching up. Those of you who have been trickling in some things, been grading those as well. But overall, one of the things that struck me when I was reading through your responses, especially as just reading over my notes here, is especially when it came to the news articles you were looking at, a lot of you guys were writing about these various historical events that have taken place surrounding some of the recent issues, of course, related to the George Floyd murder. But what I found interesting was that this has really struck me as one of these questions in which why history really matters. Because a lot of you had written about Emmett Till, Jackie Robinson, Dr. King, and some of these very influential individuals who have pushed civil rights and the civil rights movement and progressed that forward. And one of those things that this particular issue recently has struck me is that you cannot separate the George Floyd murder from this history and the struggle. And quite honestly, at no point has America really gone through the process of reconciling its bloody relationship with race in America. Certainly evident by some of those historical examples that some of you were referencing in one of your responses. I think one of you had mentioned, that post-Civil War era and some of those racial struggles in the post-Civil War era. And these are things that we still have not reconciled with that history fully yet either. There are still incorrect narratives that purvey that history as well. So race in America is certainly not something that we have ever, adequately reconciled ourselves with. And this recent example with the murder of George Floyd has torn open some of those wounds, as many of you have alluded to through the articles that you chose to look at after looking at the Plessy versus Ferguson case, which is great. I think it's always good if we can investigate these things more and get down more to the details of race in America, and just how that has truly unfolded is a very important thing to do. So I appreciate you guys, looking at that, and I continue to look at some others, such as Second Amendment, which is great. That certainly is another very important a very important issue in America when it comes to individual rights and liberties as well. Excuse me. So I'll be getting to, you guys still have till midnight tonight to get your assessments turned in. So of course I'll be giving you until that time before any late points are assessed. Several of you have joined the class late. Obviously you won't be getting any late points assessed to that since you joined the class a little bit later. Excuse me. Also, you will have another daily activity tomorrow. It will be another slideshow that will kind of go through the driving question of the unit. There will be some imagery analysis and a song analysis that you'll get to do. So you'll be doing some of those things, and there will be another video embedded in there. We'll walk you through how to, again, look at that driving question. Don't forget to turn in that driving question breakdown as well into the Google Classroom Dropbox. And then you'll break down 1, 2, 3, 4 images. You'll have to choose one of those images, answer some questions on a separate Google Doc, and answer some questions on that same document, analyzing music as well, from historical context that have covered protests over civil liberties, civil rights, things of that nature. So there will also be just that unifying or unit supporting question that will go along with it. So that will also be, again, due on Friday. All those assignments will be due on Friday for you guys. And of course, today, if you haven't noticed, hat changed again. It is a Milwaukee Brewers Day. So if any of you watched to the end of this, you can post in the comments and choose the team of the hat you want me to wear. Hope everybody's having a good one. Don't forget, if you have any questions or concerns, don't hesitate to contact me, email, message, Google Classroom, stuff like that. All right, guys. Hope you're doing well. Talk to you later.